My name is Abhishek, and thank you for tuning in to CP24, where we bring you the top trending story for today, which is a trade war fueled by technology. We're going to be in discussion with three important individuals and their perspective on certain aspects and topics regarding international business. So first of all, let's introduce our first guest, Mr. Zain. Welcome on to CP24, Zain. Let's start off with the question. What is your opinion on the influence of technology causing a trade war? And how do you think it affects business, trade, and the economy overall?
Thank you for having me. The trade war between US and China has had a larger relative impact on China than on the United States, about 0.4% of GDP compared to about 0.2% for the United States, and the welfare losses of about $100 billion for China versus $50 billion for the United States. China is also exposed to U.S. restrictions since its flagship technology firms still rely on critical U.S. technologies, thus giving the United States additional leverage to extract concessions from China. These considerations explain China's eagerness to seek an early truce. Quantitative modeling suggests that third parties, including Canada and Korea, benefit from trade diversions, and that is by picking up market shares in the warring parties. However, the United States is trying to prevent China's indirect market access to third parties.
Thank you, Zain, for your important opinion. And the next guest onto our newscast is Harman Tour. Welcome, Harman, onto our newscast. I would like to ask you about your thoughts regarding the issue of technology influencing trade war and its effects on the global environment for businesses.
The United States has indicated that it will make this a standard feature of its trade agreement. This has implications for the organization of global trade going forward, given the preparations of trade negotiations by the United States with Japan and separately with the European Union.
Thank you, Harman, for joining us. Last but not least, let's welcome our third guest, Mohan. Welcome to our newscast, Mohan. I would like to know your opinions in regard to the influence of technology causing a trade war and its relations to marketing challenges, approaches, and distribution overall regarding international business.
The year 2018 saw the outbreak of a rapidly escalating trade war that is global in nature. The commercial relationship between the United States and China as a prime battlefront is widely considered a change in global economic and political order. The trade war has many potential roots. The US-China conflict with the Germany rivalry that led to the breakdown in 1914 of the conquer of Europe is made the impact on China on the global economy following its actions towards the World Trade Organization.
The article illustrates the issue between US and China regarding trade war. It explains how technology has had a major effect on both countries' relationship, the technological revolution being generated by big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. These transformative technologies create the grounds for strategic trade and investment policies and open a new threat for geostrategic rivalry. And since technology progress is a main power and source to speed up the development of the social economy for a country, it is also considered a major influence in trade wars. Okay, let's move on to factors influencing success in international markets. So the first one would be cost of doing business, the cost of the trade war. The economic conditions of the trade war negatively influences success in international markets for both countries, and this is likely to create a macroeconomic risk and a macroeconomic stabilization problems down the line. Such risks to the global economy are signaled by the decline in both the US and Chinese equity markets and by the decline in foreign direct investments into both economies. Given that these two economies were the most popular destinations for FDI in recent decades, the decline in their equity valuation underscores the gravity of the impact on business confidence overall. So let's talk about the second one, financial risks of the trade war. The effects from the US and China trade war is a mounting cost of doing business for companies that are fueling investors into fears of the likelihood of a flash crash in financial markets. Also, any macroeconomic data shock would force an abrupt forecast downgrades for economic growth and corporate earnings, which can also lead to rapid, violent market moves or a flash crash. Thank you everyone for joining us onto CP24. I hope you learned a lot regarding the issue of trade war, how it affects businesses, how it affects international success in international markets and all over the world. Thank you.